had this crazy idea to turn a trailer into a food truck? Yeah, same. This is what this is.
So many of you know that we bought an RV park last year and we're turning it into a destination campground. Tiny homes, yurts, glamping tents, RV pads. We are working on getting a construction loan because we want to expand and add more sites and just really beautify the place. With the little funds that we have right now, we're looking for ways to make more revenue. What if we had like a restaurant? So in order to have a restaurant, we needed to have a cooking station that's sectioned off on its own. In order to do that, we needed plumbing for that. And so we thought, if we can fit our restaurant into a trailer like a food truck does, then we could pull this off. And that's why we got an RV.
Would you keep this or would you paint it? Nobody's coming inside this except for us who are cooking, but you can see through the window. That'll be really fun. So we've got the dinette here. Lovely. Table moves. Very cool. I don't even know.
We just got this, guys. Every RV has its little differences.
There we go. Got it. Good. That scared me. We've got lots of cupboards and storage space.
Look at this velvet here. Look at this velvet.
I'm actually, I don't know how they did that, but
that's awesome.
We've got cocoa wallpaper going on. It's like a mix of cocoa and I don't know what it's like, Japanese koi fish. I don't know. Some lips with some teeth. Iron sink. 3 burner stove, which is actually pretty good, I feel like, for this small of a trailer. Isn't that cute? Nice and clean. We've got a microwave. We've got a fridge and a freezer.
It's actually really good. Like,
what year is this again?
This is 95.
Which you might be like, well, that's old, but this is actually amazing condition for being a 95. And the older RVs are actually built really well. So this is like in really good shape.
I just want to mention this is the original material.
The OG.
Yeah.
It is. There you go. Should we keep it? This is actually a really nice window. So we got a DVD system player going. Is that DVD? DVD. Is that a DVD? Oh, this is a radio. That's not a DVD player. That makes sense. We haven't tested the TV out, but I'm excited to see if it works because I can be like cooking while the girls are, you know.
Good storage here.
We've got a shower. And again, if you RV or not, you know that having like a bath and a shower isn't super common and it's actually really nice. This mattress is actually very nice and clean.
As is, we literally could park this at the campground, hook it up, and everything works well. They actually painted this with chalkboard stuff, so he said that they thought they were gonna write on whoever used the bathroom more than the other, that person had to dump the tank. They never did that, but it's a cute idea. It's a pretty good idea. So we could use this as is, just park it at the campground and rent it out, and it would be unique. I've also thought about how cool it'd be if we had like an all yellow RV.
Like on the outside or inside?
Inside, everything's yellow.
Huh.
The microwave, the walls, the fridge, the oven, everything, and we give you yellow outfits to wear while you're staying in it, just for photo op opportunity.
Oh.
You know what I mean? But what we're actually using this for is converting it into a food truck trailer. And because we have one RV pad that's randomly located on the campground, there's no other spots by it. We thought, well, because that's already permitted, we don't have to build a new restaurant or anything. We could just do a food truck trailer, and that's what we're using this for. So we bought this and then met with the health department after.
Yeah, do that flipped if you can.
Ideally meet with the health department, show them everything, get your plans approved before you buy it. We called them, we said, hey, here's what we're thinking of doing. We don't want this trailer to be gone. And they're like, oh, that's a great idea. So we bought it, and then I met with them.
Because we're dreamers.
Turns out we need 5 sinks.
5? I thought we needed 4.
Well, but if we do meat prep. We haven't told you what we're gonna be cooking and stuff at this place, but we need at least 4 sinks. So here's 2 sink bins. So we need more. We need some that are bigger actually too to fit pans because of what we're thinking of cooking. But we also need a ton of counter space. So that'd be here. And we're thinking that we'll take requests and serve out this window. We might make it bigger if we need to. Freezer and oven. And then over here, we're actually gonna partition this off. We're making this 2 separate buildings. So we're building a whole wall. It'll be sealed. We're using this RV for the kitchen part and stuff, not for that. We're gonna have a fryer section, and we'll probably have the fryer. Gotta figure that out. We're still figuring it all out. We are gonna have this all food grade, health approved, everything. So it will be stainless steel, definitely all that. Another reason why we got this rig is because older rigs are cheaper, right? You can get some for just a couple thousand, but we did not want to buy a headache. So the couple that was selling this, they redid the whole roof. Like, the guy does roofs for Walmart. And so he redid the whole roof here. He also redid the floor. And so it's solid. It's a solid frame that we can work with, where we can gut and cook and everything. This is just gonna be for 2 people working in here. Maybe 3.
So I feel like I need to point out the obvious here, that Nelly and I have zero experience how to create a successful food truck business. Yeah. That might be too vulnerable to say, but I feel like that's important because there's probably some of you watching this thinking, man, they have no idea what they're doing, or they're going about that totally wrong, and you're probably right. But guess what? We're gonna figure that out when we get to that point. But I also want to point that out because maybe there's something you want to do, but you don't know how, and that should honestly never be a reason to keep us from going after something or doing something that we want to. When Nelly and I first started our YouTube channel, we did not know how to run a successful YouTube channel. We've learned as we've gone. We have all our international adventures and our adventures all over the 50 states as we did that whole road trip in an RV, and our RV adventures, and now we're building a destination campground. I would have never known that that's where our career would lead us at this point. You can literally craft a career that fits who you are and what you're interested in. And if you're thinking, well, I don't know how to start or where to go or what to do to get to this career point, might I direct you to Skillshare. In the past, we've talked about how they have classes on photography, video editing, illustration. They also have so many career-focused classes as well. Like, for example, let me pull up some of these. How to diversify your income and earn passive income. Or another one, creative confidence and silencing your inner critic. Right now, actually, personally, I've been learning from Sonia on branding, and I'm particularly interested in learning from her on creating a brand Bible for our RV park and now this food truck. Also, because my brain is like a fountain firework, just like constant. I'm always involved in projects, thankfully, but I need to manage my time and be more productive better. After I learn everything I can from Sonia on creating a brand Bible, the next class I'm getting into is productivity and time management. I need to be more productive now with how busy we are, and adding this food truck, we don't have time for it, but we need to do it, and we're excited to do it, so I'm learning that as well. All of this is packaged and curated simply and in a really fluid, seamless way on Skillshare. So I highly recommend that you go and check it out. In fact, the first 1,000 people to use the link in the description below this video get a 1-month free trial. You can learn the things that you want to learn while we're learning, and we're all creating, and we can hold each other accountable. We're going to keep sharing our process with the build out of this food truck. It's going to be a journey, and we hope you stay with us on it.
We got big plans. We hope you guys have plans to come out to the park if you're going to Yellowstone National Park or Grand Teton National Park, or just
Island Park,
Montana, Nevada, Wyoming, Idaho. Come to the park at Swan Valley. Come try out the food that we're gonna be making here. It's gonna be delish.
You might just end up selling popsicles and stuff, but it'll still be great.
Yeah, it might just be that too. We're still figuring that out. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys in another update video on the expansion and on the adventures. Bye.